مشاهدينا، كان لنا لقاء في الحلقة السابقة مع سعادة سفيرة جمهورية أندونيسيا لينا ماريانا، ونستكمل هذا الحوار معك سيدتي. دعينا نتكلم عن الغزو العراقي الغاشم على دولة الكويت. كانت لأندونيسيا مواقف كبيرة وكثيرة سابقة، لكن أثناء الغزو كان لها موقف إيجابي ومشرف حقيقة للكويت.
Yes, because in our constitution, in the preamble, the mukaddimah of constitution, it was stated that our political, principle is free and active, and we oppose to any war, invasion, etc. And we keep we'd like to see the peaceful, and any sovereign country cannot be invaded or by any other countries. So I think that's of course that Indonesian people is with Kuwaiti during this what we call it Gulf War at that time, because it started by invasion of Iraqi to Kuwait. So until now, we stick to these principles that to see the peace around the world, and any colonialization, any invasion, will be opposed by the Indonesian government. And we tend to take the diplomacy. Diplomatic solution, if there is a dispute happen between or among the countries. That's our principle.
سعادة السفيرة، دعينا نعود إلى رمضان وأجواء رمضان الجميلة. سمعت أن هناك قرع الطبول إذانا ببدء رمضان أو استقبال رمضان في أندونيسيا، يعني عادات كهذه العادات التي يمكن لا تكون في دول أخرى تتميز فيها أندونيسيا.
So for welcoming Ramadan, we have a very nice tradition, and a day before we call it the torch carnival.
يوم واحد قبل رمضان.
Yes, before one day before Ramadan. So we call it Takbir Akbar.
Allah.
Takbir Akbar means that people take the open cars and the motorcycles, and even by walking, like carnival. It's like Independence or National Day carnival before one day, usually one day before Ramadan.
جميع الناس, all the people.
Yes, and the kids, the young people, they bring torches, because usually it started on the night, not during the day, but on the night. We call it, as I said, that Takbir Akbar. And also in the masjids, in the mosque, they make sound like the drum. The drum. What is the drum made by the goat skin? Goat skin.
Yeah.
So, and use in many parts of Indonesia, there are many experts how to make the drum with a nice song. Even in our biggest mosque, Masjid Istiqlal, the biggest mosque, and even this is the biggest mosque in Southeast Asia. So we have a very huge beduk. We call it beduk.
Beduk.
Yeah, beduk is like drum, the big drum, and the sound is very loud, and the people, kind of very exciting when they hear this.
هل هناك هازيج أو أناشيد معينة يغنون فيها الأولاد أو الشباب في هذه الفترة؟
Yes, in every part of Indonesia, they have different tradition with their local language, singing, welcoming Ramadan, but usually they reciting the salawat, not the reciting, but they said salawat, during the festival or the carnival of welcoming Ramadan. So yeah, we have that. Even though it's a bit difficult for me to remember because I'm from the big city, yes. Big city girls. That but in villages they have a very special memories during this event. During even in Ramadan, before what we call it Imsak. Yeah, and we have also tradition that, for example, that the fasting start at 5 o'clock. So in 3 o'clock, usually the young people, they go around of the village, of the housing complex, and by hitting the drum to wake up families to
like
sahur.
Yeah, like butbayla.
Butbayla. So the term in Kuwait, butbayla. Yeah. Yes. So 3 hours before or 2 hours before the young people wake up, mothers.
ما زال موجود هذه العادة موجودة في إندونيسيا؟
Yes. So and in the masjid, they make announce that sahur, sahur is mean have a meal before imsak, before subuh. So it happens even in the cities. In the cities, the announcement to wake up to have sahur. And before
إذن هذا العام في الكويت ستفتقدين هذه العادات في إندونيسيا.
Yes. Still موجود. Still happening in Indonesia.
جميل. في إندونيسيا دائما علاقة الأشخاص هناك المسلمين في القرآن الكريم علاقة قوية، يعني من الصغار والكبار، حفظة القرآن كثيرون هناك. كيف هو القرآن والتعامل مع المصحف الشريف في رمضان؟ هل هناك بعض الفعاليات لقراءة القرآن، لبعض الدروس، بعض الحلقات القرآنية؟
Yeah, so what is interesting that usually after subuh, people coming back to their house from the mosque, they sleep for maybe 1 or 2 hours, and in the morning they come again to the mosque, to the masjid, to reciting Quran, to tamam Quran, khatam, we call it khatam Quran.
Khatmatul Quran.
Khatmatul Quran. Yes, that's one. So, yeah, even for individual, they reciting Quran, and sometimes in 1 month they can khatam Quran, finish Quran for 3 times. So, yes, it happens, and until now it happens.
جميل.
Yes.
جميل. دعينا نتكلم عن الموائد في رمضان. دائما كل بلد يتميز ببعض الأكلات والوجبات والموائد الرمضانية الخاصة فيه. كيف هي إندونيسيا وموائد رمضان هناك؟
Yes, but the must fruits to break the iftar is kurma, dates. Dates in every family. So before Ramadan, they usually go to the groceries, to the supermarket, buy things, and I think the spending of the family during Ramadan increased 2 or 3 times, even 4 times, because the family would like to provide the best meal for their children, for their family, and usually we break the fast this by kurma as a must in every families, even though we don't grow kurma. We don't grow kurma, so kurma in Indonesia is a big market. It's a big market, and we have also special sweet for Indonesian people. What we call it kolak. Kolak means that kolak is like actually this is the dessert, but we eat it during iftar. The mix of yam, sweet potato, banana, cooked by coconut milk, and palm sugar. So because we believe that breaking fasting, as our Prophet Muhammad told us, break with the sweet. So beside kurma, beside dates, we have also sweets.
قد يكون يمكن في اندونيسيا لانهم مشهورين في الفواكه الاستوائيه هناك بشكل كبير، فتستخدمونها دائما في صنع الغذاء او صنع الاطعمه من الفواكه دائما.
So the important fruits during Ramadan is banana, raw banana. So because we can make everything with this banana, and also the fritters, you know, the kind of fried banana, and what we call it bakwan. Bakwan is corn mixed with flour and egg, and it's fried, and people eat it as iftar meal. So yeah, the fruits that's very important during Ramadan is banana. And here I can see banana. I can buy banana here. Inshallah that we can make like Indonesian tradition during Ramadan. Inshallah.
سعادة السفيرة، هناك دائما تعاون مشترك ما بين الكويت واندونيسيا عن طريق صندوق الكويتي للتنمية بتنفيذ مشاريع عديدة في اندونيسيا. حدثينا عن هذا الموضوع.
Alhamdulillah that Indonesia receive loan and fund from Kuwait government to help building the infrastructure in West Java, and also some of donation to the what we call it pesantren. Pesantren is Islamic boarding school in West Java. Nice. So of course that we are still expecting other projects coming, because this project I mentioned is last 2006. It's been 16 years that the Kuwaiti government has not, you know, have the projects, the big projects in Indonesia. However, that the government, the Kuwait government provide us with the scholarship for the student here in Kuwait. But the number is a small number, and hopefully in the future that the government of Kuwait will provide the scholarship for our student, because many students in Indonesia would like to study here in Kuwait, because as far as I know, you have best universities here in Kuwait, so they like to come here. So yeah, hopefully the cooperation in this education center, especially for the Islamic boarding school, will be happen in the future.
جميل يكون هذا التعاون المشترك ما بين البلدين، والكويت دائما يعني لا تبخل على أصدقائها بالدعم سواء المعنوي أو المادي، وأنتم كذلك يعني وفرتوا هذه الأرضية الخصبة للمشاريع الخيرية أو المشاريع التنموية في أندونيسيا. أسئلة سريعة سأختم فيها هذا اللقاء. أول مهمة دبلوماسية قمت فيها سعادة السفيرة وين كانت؟
Yes, so I am the political appointee, because I was a member of parliament. So this is my first post in Kuwait. And what is surprising for my friends, for other Indonesian, that I am the first female ambassadors in the Middle East for ASEAN countries, for the ASEAN countries, and even for Indonesia. So people in Indonesia were very excited when they heard that the government, Indonesian government, will assign the female ambassadors to very important country for Indonesia in the Gulf areas in Kuwait. And for myself, alhamdulillah, it's a kind of a dream come true, because I would like to show to the women in the Middle East, including men, that in Indonesia, the rights for women, we enjoyed a good rights for the women. And I learned in your country long before I came here, that's you also give a good rights for women. Of course, compared to other Middle East countries. So, Alhamdulillah. So, yeah, every day I say Alhamdulillah, thanks God, because I am giving the opportunity to perform as the ambassador of the Indonesian people here in Kuwait.
جميل. أكثر أكلة في الكويت سعادة سفيرة حبيتيها؟
Yes, I love majbous. So it's very nice. And
meat or chicken?
Both. Both. And I enjoy varieties of salad. Salad and bean soup, etc. Served by a Kuwaiti family. And when I bite this or eat majbous, wow, Alhamdulillah, I thanks God that's you know, I can enjoy this cuisine. I love it. I love it. And one day maybe, yes.
Majbous with ma'bouch?
Yes, because ASEAN people, they like a hot and spicy food. They like hot and spicy food. And of course that one day, inshallah, I can learn how to cook majbous.
Inshallah, lazim.
Lazim. So when I come back to Indonesia, I can invite my family and my friends to try this majbous.
مكان سعادة سفيرة تحبينه في الكويت وتحبين تزورينه دائما؟
The first place that I visited that very impressive is for me is in Abdali area, the farming site, and also I visited the private farming that you plant the cucumber, tomato, paprika, etc. I love that place, and also Kuwait Tower. It's a must visit. It's a must visit, and I brought my family to the Kuwait Tower. Very, very nice.
زرتي المباركية؟
Oh yes, of course. Of course, it's like feel at home, and also to the suksak for buying fish.
صحيح.
Very, very fresh, and yeah, enjoy to go to the market. Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And the other surprising and very interesting experiences, and during the celebration of your National and Liberation Day.
صحيح. سعادة السفيرة كل الشكر لك. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
اليوم استقبلتينا في هذا المكان. تحدثنا وتكلمنا عن الثقافة في إندونيسيا خاصة في رمضان. كل الشكر الجزيل لك ولكل الطاقم الموجودين في السفارة. شكرا لك.
Yeah, thank you, and for this opportunity that maybe the other time that the Kuwaiti ambassadors or Kuwaiti people can talk about how to perform Ramadan here in Kuwait. Yes. So inshallah that's thank you for inviting me, and hopefully in the future that the cooperation in terms of trade, economic cooperation with the social-cultural exchange between the two countries will be strengthened in the future. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.